Hi guys, the likes of Nigel Farage, the Daily Express, the Sun, the Telegraph have all been successful in convincing people not just to vote against their own interests, but when there is a problem that the scapegoat is asylum seekers and refugees. Sky News visited a town centre and spoke to the very people that Rishi Sunak and Suella Braverman have been pandering to. The reaction to the Supreme Court ruling on Rwanda was as you'd expect. Oh my god, have a listen to this.
This market town in Staffordshire, we found frustration. Many here told us they wanted to see migrants sent to Rwanda.
We've got that many people here and we're looking after them, but we're not looking after our own.
Why does it always come up that, well, we should be looking after our own when the issue of asylum seekers and refugees comes up, but not in any other situation? Like, you have this response to by generally the right and the far right. We should be looking after our own. But let's extract asylum seekers and refugees for a moment. Well, should we be looking after homeless people? Well, no, because, you know, as Suella Braverman said, it's a lifestyle choice. We should be punishing them. We should be taking away their tents. Asylum seekers, refugees, no, we should be looking after the homeless. Okay. People who are struggling to make ends meet. Asylum seekers, refugees, yes, the government should be doing more to support families that are struggling. Take away asylum seekers, refugees. These people are lazy. They live off benefits. They go on holiday 3 times a year. We should be cutting benefits. So as soon as you take out asylum seekers and refugees, the response is we need to be tougher with British people who are struggling.
They're angry with the decision of the Supreme Court.
People who work in the courts have got money. They're okay with their lives. What they don't understand is there's people really, really desperate for homes and they can't afford to live, basically. And we're giving all our money to the asylum seekers.
What sort of point is she making here? I honestly don't understand the point she's making. Is she saying that because the justices are on big salaries, they don't understand and they should be ruling in favour of the government? And they're not ruling in favour of the government because they're on big salaries and they don't understand that British people can't get access to housing. I really don't understand what point she's trying to make. Like, how is the income of a Supreme Court justice relevant here? What does she think their job is? Is it just, well, if the government is struggling at the moment, we need to help out the government? Why is the government struggling? Because of their own policies. Is it the Supreme Court's job to save the government from its own incompetence, from its own corruption, from its own problems? Is this what she's trying to suggest? The Supreme Court is supposed to, well, there's a housing problem. Why is there a housing problem? Well, because the Tories haven't built any affordable and social housing over the last number of years. Well, we better help the Tories out here by ignoring the law. Like, honestly, does she think this, like, the Supreme Court is some sort of wing of the Home Office or something? Is it some government department? Look at these government officials, you know, these pen pushers. They don't understand the lives of ordinary people. They should be voting, or they should be ruling in favour of the government. Honestly, like, remember, these people vote. These people have power in the sense of they have power to vote in or vote out a government. Which party do you think these people are going to vote for if it's not Reform UK?
It's a view the Prime Minister knows many voters share, and he'll hope for their support as he fights to find a way to get flights going to Rwanda.
I know in some countries it's hard for them. I really do understand that. And it is a shame, but we need to look after our own backyard first.
And it always comes back to that. We need to look after our own. Why aren't we looking after our own? You know, the asylum seekers have no power. They have no influence. They can't vote. In many cases, they can't work. So they have no power over their situation. You are voting for, I don't know about this guy, but I presume a lot of these people that were interviewed vote for the Conservative Party and they're complaining about the situation. Why are you voting for the Conservative Party? Well, because they're going to be the toughest on refugees. Yeah, but refugees are not the problem. The Conservative Party is the problem. Their policies is the problem. You're complaining about, why aren't we looking after homeless people? Have you listened to Suella Braverman? You're complaining about, why aren't we helping people who are struggling at the moment? Have you listened to the Tories over the last 13 years? Put down the Daily Express, switch off Nigel Farage, and actually think about what is actually happening. Think about what the policies are being put in place, what policies are being put in place, and how they're impacting your life and the lives of others. And stop scapegoating asylum seekers and refugees, people who have no power. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.